All right, ready?
Oh man, I'm stressed out. I've been stressed out all day.
Right. Am I ready now?
Yeah.
Hi, welcome back to Talking Sports with the Legend. Our next guest is Kathy Killian. Take it away, Steve.
Where were you born and raised?
So I was born in the Frankfurt section of Philadelphia, which is suburban Kensington. And Frankfurt, in my parish, I grew up in St. Joachim's Parish. And so our family lived there probably, I was the oldest child. So the first 15 years of my life in Frankfurt.
I thought you were St. Martin's.
Now I'm St. Joachim's, little tiny St. Joachim's Parish. Yeah.
How about it? Yeah, bud.
Where did you go to high school and college? And what would you major in college?
So I went to Little Flower Catholic High School for girls, and it was the best experience of my life. I'll never, ever forget it. One of the things that I was able and loved to do was play on the basketball team. And because of that, I was able to get a small Division III scholarship to Spring Garden College, which was at that time in Chestnut Hill, Pennsylvania. And it was a real dream come true to be able to play college basketball.
And what would you major in college?
My major in college was, so back then, Steve, they didn't have sports management. So it was called management, business management, and accounting. That was my major back then.
Did you play any other sports besides basketball?
So I did. My next favorite sport is volleyball, and I was able to play volleyball all through, I think, the last 2 years of high school, actually, and then continued to play volleyball well into my adult life. It's just a great way to get a workout. And then after college, I actually got to coach women's basketball at Holy Family. And back then it was called the Holy Family College. Right now it's called Holy Family University. But I got to coach there for 9 years, and that was just wonderful. And at the same time, I worked at the Phillies. So I had 2 jobs out of college, and I felt like I was living the dream. It was just great.
That's awesome. Okay, did you ever win? Here.
Oh, did you ever win any awards?
Did I ever win any awards? So in college, we had the most amazing team. We had a small team. There was only 10 of us on the team. But my freshman year, we made it into the final 8 in the country. So that was really, really exciting. I'll never forget that. That was really wonderful. And when I was in college, I went over 1,000 points. So that was definitely a dream too. I scored versus Philadelphia Textile. And at the end of my career, it was 1,735 points. So I think I'm 3rd or 4th overall in Spring Garden history, but it was really, really wonderful. So yes, we enjoyed winning as a team, and I was very lucky to, be able to have the chance to play with the teams I played with at Spring Garden. We were pretty good back in the day.
10 players, that's crazy.
It was crazy. There were some times where we couldn't even play 5-on-5. It was unbelievable.
Did her dad win one award?
Ask her.
Didn't you and my dad win the same award that one year?
What was the answer?
Yeah, we actually did, because at the end of each year in college, they would give the MVP of the team. So I guess it was senior year. I was MVP for basketball, and Dad got it for soccer.
What was the award? What was the award? You and him won an award.
That's the award that she was saying.
What was the name of it?
Spring Garden?
Yeah. Daddy just told us last night. And
I think it was named after somebody, Kit, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue. I'll find it. I asked Steve this morning. Did you ever coach besides?
Okay.
Did you ever coach besides all that?
Did you ever coach besides coaching at Holy Family?
So that's really the only coaching I did, of a college team. I've done some work with individuals, even past that. I always liked teaching. sports. And so I worked for a couple friends in the summertime at their basketball camps. And that's a really cool way to work one-on-one with players. So other than coaching at Holy Family, no, but I love the one-on-one work with a lot of different players in the summer.
How did you start working with the Phillies?
So I graduated from college in 1985 in May. I had no job. I was working in an office setting, and that job was recommended by our athletic director, Ted Taylor. And I was doing all kinds of odd jobs for this couple who was very wealthy, and they had an unbelievable baseball collection in their home. And that summer, in working for them, I was getting $5 an hour. I met the artist for the National Baseball Hall of Fame. His name is Dick Perez. So I met him several times that summer of '85, and he told me he was doing some work for the Phillies and doing some paintings for them. And he said, "Oh, I heard from David Montgomery that they're going to be hiring some interns in September. Are you interested?" And I said, "Oh, well, yeah, of course I'm interested." And at that time, you know, as mom and dad would know, there was no internet, there was no cell phones or anything like that. I had dropped off my resumes at every building down here in South Philly, but Mr. Perez, Dick Perez, took my resume and gave it to David Montgomery. And later that fall, I guess it was in September, I got an interview, and the Phillies hired 5 interns. So this would have been October 1st of '85. And so I interned for $5 an hour in '85, and then got hired full-time in '86. And it's been the only job I've ever had. This is 36 years this year.
Oh my goodness.
So
that's
I feel so lucky. Yeah, it's like I came here and I never went home.
That's awesome. I didn't realize that you were there so long.
How
So
cool
long.
was it when you were working when they won the World Series?
So I'll tell you what, that, you know, you collect a lot of memories in your career, but the World Series is unlike anything else that you can imagine. And I think the thing that the Phillies do best is that they treat the staff so well. And not only were we on our own float down Broad Street, we all got rings also. And someday, Steve, I'd like you to take my ring for a couple days. So you can wear it and hang out and show it to some friends, because it's like the coolest possession that I have.
Wow.
But the best part is sharing it with other people, because it's something you can't wear every day. It's so big.
Yeah.
You can imagine.
Oh, that's
So,
wonderful.
Hopefully, if you get to come down to a game in the spring with your family, I would love for you to have my ring for a few days and just see what it's like to wear that and have it. So the World Series was so special.
He wants to show you something.
The only playoff game that I went to was Roy Halladay no-hitter.
Oh my!
The Roy Halladay no-hitter. He
In the
wanted
playoffs, yeah.
him and my daughter went to that game.
Mhm.
We'll never forget it, right?
Do you remember it?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Steve,
I actually called that before.
do you remember that game, Stevie?
Yeah.
I told my
Oh
mom
my God, that
that
is
was
the
going to
coolest
happen
thing.
before all day. I'll say no-hitter. No-hitter. And it
October
was,
6, 2010.
yeah.
He kept saying that day, it's going to be a no-hitter. It's going to be a no-hitter. And it, boy, was it.
Mhm.
He called it? Oh
He
my
called
God.
it that day, right?
Mhm.
What else do you want to ask, Kathy?
That's amazing.
Ask her something.
What?
Ask her something. Ask her.
Oh, did you ever win a championship at Little Flower in college?
Did we ever win it? So at Little Flower, we did not while I was there. We went to like the Northern Division quarterfinals. So you can't say that we won a championship. We've been to playoffs. And I think in college, the closest that we ever got was that final 8 in my freshman year. Yeah, other than that, that was it. Now, when I coached at Holy Family, we also made it to the final 8. And that was pretty spectacular too, as a coach, not a player, to go to the playoffs and win up until that point. It's just always very special when you finish your season and get to go to the postseason. There's nothing like it.
So the next time you're at Holy Family, you have to look into
Now, when
cases to see
you
if
were,
Kathy's in
was that the NCAA? Was that when you were at Spring Garden?
So it's interesting. Back in the day, Stevie, there was this organization called the NAIA, and Dad and I played in the NAIA. So we were not part of the NCAA because our schools were not part of it. And now at Holy Family, you know, they're in the NCAA now. So at the time that I coached there, we were not NCAA. And listen, Holy Family has taken their teams to a whole new different level. I mean, Mike McLaughlin did a phenomenal job, and Vern Dixon is there now. They are really recruiting and retaining, you know, championship players up there. So, I mean, they've really done a wonderful job taking the school to a whole new place.
Stephen practically lives at Holy Family.
Yeah,
Is that right?
I have my own seat, so.
He has his own seat at the gym,
Oh my God.
his own seat in
he's
the cafeteria.
that is so fun. It's really beautiful there. It really
Yeah.
is.
Good people.
Unfortunately, I won't be there till probably this fall.
Yeah, he won't be able to go back till the fall.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Don't know. Well, I
but
don't
we
know.
could go to some away games or something and see what
Okay.
happens, right?
Depends. Cafeteria in the gym, not so far, but cafeteria can go in April,
Okay, yeah,
March, I think.
okay. What else you have to say to Kathy?
Thank you.
Well, Stevie, I have to tell you, this is a real pleasure to do this with you. And I hope that I can connect you with some other people in the future. I mentioned you to my friend Scott Palmer and also the Philly fanatic, Tom Burgoyne. And, you know, they would certainly be willing to talk to you for one of these in the future. The other thing I would like you to do, since you're really interested in this work, is at some point at a future date when it's safe, meet our announcers team. Because I really think for you to see the press box and, you know, get in a radio booth and a TV booth and see what that's all about, I think you would really love that a lot, just to see what's going on behind the scenes. Okay?
Mhm.
That would be
Oh,
great.
Oh, yeah.
he's ready to cry. That's cool,
Well,
huh?
it'll be great.
Yeah.
So we'll stay connected and make sure that happens sometime this summer when the world is better. And we heard that this Friday we'll know how many fans we're allowed to have at the games. So
Awesome.
again, when you and Mom and Dad want to come, we'll get you down here to a game as soon as we can. Okay?
Yeah.
You say,
Thank you.
for your time.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so nice to talk to you. All
Thanks for
You too.
Bye,
Kat,
Kat.
thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon.
right, you take care.
Appreciate it. Great
Have a great
background.
day.
I love the background.
There you go.
Look at that. Look, she's got the whole
Nice.
background.
There you go. Have a great day.
Thanks.
See you, Kat.
Bye.
Wait,
Bye bye.
Thank you.
bye. Thank you so much. That was so cool.
Mhm. That's a short interview, but I
How
mean,
about you, dude?
mhm.
Yeah.